Hello and welcome to this first lecture of this new section on analyzing situations effectively in this course on mastering complexity. So in this section we will help you learn how to effectively analyze situations before making decisions. Because as we saw, mastering complexity is about making right decisions. And to make right decisions, what you need to do is effectively analyze situations. So we'll look at, in order to master complexity, how can you effectively analyze situations before making decisions, right? And we will give you a very quick overview in this lecture on what all can you do to effectively analyze situations before making right decisions. So what do you think? What's your understanding? What can you do to effectively analyze situations? We all say, I'm good in analytical skills. I can analyze situations. So the question is, how can you effectively analyze situations? Right? Any thoughts? Okay. So there are two things that you need to do to master complexity again. One is to appraise the situation, and second is to analyze the problem. And let's look at an overview level quickly at each of these because we will cover in the remaining lectures each of these in a lot more detail with an example and a case study also. So the situation appraisal requires to recognize situations that require action. So first you need to differentiate between situations that require actions and situations you don't need to do anything. There are things what is called random happenings. So you need to see whether it is a random event which will go away on its own, or does it require me to act. So that is the first thing. Second thing is, apart from uncertainty, the complex situations are overlapping, have many issues overlapping into one issue and present to you, and that confuses you. So you need to break apart issues that are overlapping and confusing. The third thing is that you might have separated all the issues and you may have 100 things to do, and that might overwhelm you and present a complex situation. So the solution there is to set priorities. So that's a third thing. And then to manage complexity, you need to manage a number of activities efficiently. And that doesn't necessarily mean multitasking. And we will see how can you do that without killing yourself. Right? So that is the first thing in appraising the situation. Now, second key thing is analyzing the problem, because problems is an important part of the issues that you will face above in the situation, right? Which could be overlapping and confusing. And you would, the normal tendency will be to quickly go ahead and make a decision. And you make a decision, and the problem goes away for some time, and then comes back with either renewed vigor or with the same vigor. So the problems keeps reoccurring. So what is needed to solve that is to identify root cause or causes of a problem, so that you are sure of taking the right action that can correct the problem and prevent it from reoccurring. And that's one of the very important things if you want to master the complexity, because once you start solving problems more on a long-term basis so that the problem doesn't keep occurring again and again, doesn't the complexity of your life reduces? Absolutely. So this is the second thing that you need to do: problem analysis, in which you identify the root cause and then take a corrective action, find a corrective action that can correct the problem and prevent it from recurring, right? So that is the second element that you need to do. Right. So having looked at what are the two things that we need to do, which is situation appraisals and problem analysis, what do we do next? In the next, we'll start digging deep into each of these. We'll start with the situation appraisal, and we will take you through the steps in that along with a example that will concurrently run so that you can fully understand that. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture of the section on analyzing situations effectively. I hope you continue to learn new things, continue to enjoy, And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture.